I'm not sure if I'm prepared for another extensive, dramatic, violent showdown like that one.
Okay, I'm not, so...
Okay. Okay.
We'll see what Virgo is up to.
Did you kill a bunch of people or what?
That was involved.
Well,
I mean, 2 people.
Not really?
2.
Virgo wanted
There.
to sacrifice.
Hi! Welcome back.
All right.
Hello, everyone has a cam.
Yeah, I know. It's very,
Yes!
very exciting.
This is
time.
amazing.
Yeah, I did get one for last week, but we didn't play then, so...
Right. Okay,
Okay.
well, I am very pleased and excited. And so today, I'd like to remind everybody of our map.
How much did it change after last time?
I'd like to describe that to you in some detail. I have been thinking about it. There is a little bit of a difference from the last time you saw the map. And I have not drawn any difference, of course, but that gives you a chance to look at it. And so now you can imagine a stone, almost humanoid giant, which is in mass probably about 1/3 the size of the entire village. And that it is it would be on the north, the top right part of the map. That's right, and it would have been next to the grove, I think, near the grove. Do you see the little grove of trees near the middle? And if you go to the little crossroads where 3 little paths come together, that's about where the giant has driven its fist down into the ground.
Yes.
So to do that, it went down on one knee. It put one knee to the ground when it did that. So now you can imagine that the village is dominated by this enormous stone statue in that position.
Great.
So now...
Firmly locked.
Exactly. In other words, it has not gone anywhere.
It's good to hear because I was actually wondering about that.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the new situation. Not only is the village incredibly dominated by this, physically, by this enormous statue, which is no longer animated and in fact, given its extreme lifelessness, doesn't look like it could ever have moved. It now looks like something that some insane artist had created, but that's impossible given its size. So you can now sort of imagine that the fence on that side, of course, is broken through, and that the entire usage of half of the village is going to be altered by the presence of this statue. So then I think another detail we need to remember is what has happened to the little sacred grove of trees. It is much bigger. The trees are much bigger, and the appearance of it is extremely undomesticated. So yes, so it does not look like a little orchard or a group of fruit trees that somebody has planted in little rows. It is very wilderness-like. I would even suggest, even though you could walk around it in just a few minutes, but I suggest that you don't go into it without help. So that is the other big change.
Yes.
So then I think the social situation in the village probably needs to be revised drastically. It will take some weeks and months, perhaps, of rearranging the relationships of the people. There are several events that I want to talk about and several questions I want to ask you. I will also say that all of you will gain. That was a major thing. All of you
Question
are going
is how positive it was.
Well, I think all of you will gain at least 2 points of charisma.
How much can you have as
What?
max?
Yes, you get. How much can you what? Have
How much would be the maximum?
21.
Okay. I'm up to 19.
Mm-hmm.
14?
Yeah, I'm shocked. Urko got 14 charisma now.
That's right. All of you are.
He has more charisma than I do.
Mhm. Well, all of you. He started a lot lower, though. I mean, he's been through several adventures to get this high.
Yeah.
I will point out that this adventure, that this story that we have just been through, is going to have an enormous impact on the way everybody treats you. And that has a secondary effect on how you see yourself and how you behave. So that's what the charisma is. It is a combination of people's knowledge of you, but it is also an expression of how you deliver that back. So it's kind of both. And the fact is, I mean, Stava, I have to say, with 19 charisma, is looking a lot less like a nature-loving ranger who likes to go camping and watch the birds, and is starting to look a little bit more like a warrior priestess.
Yay.
So that is our situation. What is her power these days?
Depending on how much time has gone.
Oh, it is all restored. What is your actual power?
15.
15. Okay.
I never found out, does intelligence really restore?
No, the intelligence does restore. The spell is only temporary.
Okay.
The spell is not permanent. And in the case of yeah, that would be quite sad if you ended up looking like a warrior priestess with the mind of an infant.
Interesting.
Yeah, but as it turns out, that you are restored to your ordinary intelligence after they take care of you for a while. And I will also say that if Urko hasn't thought of it first, Jala has an idea about where to put the new temple.
Okay. Let's hear it out.
Her idea for the new temple is actually inside the giant's head.
I like the idea because I want to go up there anyway and have a look again.
So
So
it seems like a perfectly excellent temple for the cult of, buried,
Yes.
of the buried dead.
What is it with you guys and stone?
It's their rune is earth, and
There's a difference between earth and stone.
true, but the how am I going to put it? I decided not to make a rune for every possible thing. So here it's the stony part of earth.
Okay. In contrast to the soil part of earth.
Correct. So then I have some questions as well. Zort is the character who I think I am the most interested in examining. I want to find out more about what Zort will do and what he wants. Some time is going to pass. It's going to take time for the village to socially recover and reconstruct itself. During this time, there will be visitors from other places. There will be ships that come. And also the seasons will pass, or some seasonal shift will happen. And all of you, of course, are treated as notable people in this community. And you will know who the important clan members are, and you will learn a lot more about being there. In fact, all of you should probably get a substantial local knowledge. In fact, let's roll for increasing local knowledge for everybody. If you don't have local knowledge, start it at your intelligence times 3.
No gain.
Okay, no gain for you.
21.
Okay. So you
So it's-
rolled a 21, so that is over or under?
That will be... oh no, it will be under.
Yeah, so you don't improve.
No, I don't get the point.
So the other two will start new scores in local knowledge.
Okay, local knowledge. Do I have?
I don't think you have any, or you might. I'm not sure.
I have 40, and I rolled a 41.
Perfect. So you now have a 45.
Oh, nice.
And Zort, you are beginning that skill from nothing, correct?
Yep, so that's a 20 for me.
Okay.
Since we are round to the nearest, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So we now have to examine Zort's interests and activities. The reason I'm focusing on you is that unlike the others, as the seasons go by, they will find ways to conduct their religious, their cult activities at the right days.
Yep.
So it's very easy for Skava, because she has a wonderful temple to the, or shrines to the woodswoman. Although I have something to say about that. It's very easy for Jala and to Urko. It will take quite a while for them to get the temple into some kind of shape that they like, but that will keep you busy. And you have lots of things to investigate. You have lots of things, perhaps with Ikindu's help. You have lots of things to dig out of the ruins of the tower, and things to play with, and things to examine and investigate. You have the language, the northern language, to investigate and try to get better at, for example. All sorts of things. So as far as scholars who like to go underground, or in this case, inside, and study things, you have plenty of time to do it. But the point is that you have these holy days, and you can conduct the rituals. Ikindu, your rituals are built so that you can do them anywhere. That's how they are done for both your cults.
Yeah.
So they're both...
That's true.
Yeah. And so therefore it's quite easy for you to keep your sense of identity and your connection to the gods that are most important to you. Zort, on the other hand, now you were a layman, or are a layman in the Merciful Golem.
Yes.
But and a layman is not, and you are not really obligated to maintain being in that cult. Socially, it was very expected of you to do so where you came from. But you are far away from all of that. And you are going to be in a state, I think, of some alienation. What will you worship? What will you practice? What will you do? How will you maintain your sense of connection to the universe?
That's a very good question. I was thinking, first and foremost, not that, but rather to say that sort will try and ask all these new visitors and traders and such coming in, now that this place is a bit more open, about the fate of the city we were in.
That's a very excellent example. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about that when we talk about those visitors. And I will also, I just forgot to mention, you will be invited to become a lay member of the village cult, which is something you can do, and you don't have to keep it, but it gives you something to do. It gives you somewhere to go on the holy day and to be involved. So, if that's something you are interested in doing.